Welcome back to the Nurburgring, and John, we're taking a look at the old circuit here.
Yes, that's a part of the circuit after the Flugplatz, one of the quickest parts on the old Nurburgring, and in fact just before that left-hand curve back in 1975, and my one and only drive in a works Lotus, I had a suspension failure. Luckily the car, it didn't affect the car, pulled off to the side. There, down into the foxhole, again a daunting part of the circuit, and in fact German touring car ace Dario Franchitti was taking some journalists around the Nürburgring, the old circuit that we're looking at right now, earlier in the week, and he said, in my Mercedes-Benz C-Class I was doing over 140 miles an hour, but the compression in the bottom of the dip in the foxhole was so great that you really could feel the strain on the car. And really from here, this point, looking down from the helicopter, this is where the track then starts to go down, it drops down. And that sequence of right-hand corners in a car that was working, that was great, because you had 3 corners, but they became one. Of course, you've got to remember that very tight final right-hander into that left, and then you drop down, all the way down to Adenau. That's the Adenau Bridge, very famous landmark in Germany. There's the town of Adenau. And here, just we follow now the track, is this, there's a road curves to the left. That is where Niki Lauda had that appalling accident in 1976, and in effect that consequence of that accident led to the old Nürburgring being deemed unsuitable for Grand Prix racing. Very quick left-hand flick. When Niki had that accident, he was probably doing about 140 miles an hour. Then there you see the beginning of the climb all the way back up. That's the lowest part of the circuit in effect, other than at Adenau Bridge. So we're looking back there towards the village of Adenau and reversing the path of the circuit. But an amazing racetrack, somewhere that in a Formula One car, unlike anything that ever existed in Formula One, it was really the Jurassic Park of Grand Prix circuits. And many people felt that it was a great shame that this circuit could not be retained in the Grand Prix calendar, but the reality is the length over 13 miles was just totally impractical from a race point of view, with the kind of technology that we were